Game 3 back in Boston. Who's going to win tonight? Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Ben, aka Cash Cake, back with a super draft player props video for NBA here. Game 3 back in Boston. Man, we had a competitive game 2 up until halftime, and then the Warriors took over. They really needed that game, and so things kind of went haywire after that. Didn't see hardly any of the starters play that fourth quarter for Boston. So hopefully we get a competitive game here in Game 3. The first game was good, but yeah, man, they really need this game for Boston. I think Boston's going to come out here, and when you play these player props, you got to build a game script in mind. I think Boston's going to come out here and kind of punch Golden State in the mouth. But that's how I'm going to kind of build things a little bit. But hey, I got 3 player props for you over here at Superdraft. If you like these videos, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification so you when I upload the videos, because sometimes the lines do move. Let's get after it. All right, superdraft.io up on the desktop here. We're going to talk 3 plays. I got 2 from Boston, 1 from Golden State. If you do not have an account, use that promo code ARMY and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Link is in the description below. And if you are a new Superdraft account holder, this is important. If you're new to Superdraft, you follow the directions below and you can get access to a free month of DFSArmy VIP membership, which includes all of our prop tools, not just for Superdraft, but for prize picks, monkey knife fight, all these ones that we're building out, just straight up plays as well. All the player prop tools all included in that. So if you just want to get access to that, maybe for other sites as well, sign up here and you'll get access to those tools, even for our prize pick stuff. So keep that in mind if you want to sign up and get access to that stuff. So let's just dive in real quick here. First one we're going to go to, we're getting NBA. I'm going to 3-pointers made. Now, I think there's a few ways you can look at this. Again, I'm playing more of the script that Boston comes out. They play a lot better this game 3. And I'm going to take Jaylen Brown over 2.5 3-pointers made here. Now, the over on this is -145 on the juice on the over here. He's played Golden State 4 times this year, including the postseason, hit 4, 2, 2, and 3 3-pointers. 3 of those games were at Golden State. The one time he played at home was back on December 17th, and he put up 4 3-pointers made that game. The volume is there. It's there. The first 2 games in the series, 8 and 9 3-pointers, 2 for 8, 3 for 9. I think he shoots better here. They're going to need a big game out of him. I think he gets it done here. So I like the Jaylen Brown over 2.5 3-pointers made. The next one we're going to go over to rebounds. Now, you can get this out in the books at a better line that I absolutely love. But they have it up here to 4 rebounds for Marcus Smart. And I'm going to take the over on this one as well. The line at 3.5 is juiced up to around -150. But at the 4 rebounds, I'm still okay with this. He's played Golden State 4 times this year. He's went at or above this in 3 of those 4 games. Hit 6 rebounds on December 17th, 4 rebounds on March 16th, 5 in game 1 of this series on June 2nd, and then he only put up 2 in game 2, but only played 25 minutes that game. A lot of it had to do with that blowout in that second half, which really limited him, and Golden State was playing tough. So I feel like we're going to get a better game out of him here. I like the 4 rebounds. Again, if you can get the 3.5 out there on some of the books, I would look to hit that pretty heavily. And again, it is juiced up pretty good at -145, -150 in some spots, but I still like it. But even though they have it at 4 here, I still think it's viable. I still think he can get it. I think Boston's going to have a big game here. So, Marcus Smart kind of gets it done in all aspects of the game. So I do like taking Smart over 4 rebounds. And the other one I'm going to look at is we're going to go over and we're going to talk about points. Now, I was torn on this one looking at it because there's a lot of ways to go here, right? Al Horford's too volatile in my opinion. Smart could have a big point game, but I'd rather play rebounds on Superdraft here. They don't have points, rebounds, and assists. I always like to look at that one, but I think rebounds is the safer play here because this could be a big Jaylen Brown or Tatum game, and Smart might not get there in points. Not going to look at Looney. Klay Thompson, I actually don't mind taking the under on him. That's been profitable for a while, just smashing the unders on Klay. So I don't mind taking the under on Klay Thompson at all. It's not the play that I'm looking at, but I don't mind it. He's pull up the stats real quick. He's always juiced over, which is crazy to me. Always minus 120 on the over for him. He's only went over this mark in 2 out of his last 7 games. And he hasn't went over this mark in both Boston series. He's got to hit those threes. Struggled, shot 19 times in game 2 and played 31 minutes because of the blowout, but only shot 4 for 19. Just really struggling, put up 11 points. So I don't mind taking the under if you want to look at a play. We might just add this here because, the way we look at it more, he's played Boston 3 times. He has not went over this in all 3 games. On March 16th, only put up 18. And then the 2 games in this series, put up 15 in game 1 and put up 11 in game 2. And the shots were there in game 1, 2, and 3. Put up 24 shots in the game back on March 16th. Again, only put up 18 points. He's got to hit those threes for him to really get there. He shot 1 from 11 in that game in 3-pointers. And then the first 2 games of this series, 3 from 7 from 3-point range, where he put up 15 points, and then 1 from 8 in game 3. So he's just struggling. He's got to hit those threes. Like I said, I think Boston comes out really aggressive here, and I think that's going to hurt Klay. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under on this one. The more I look at it, the more I think this is a good play. Getting it at 18.5, I kind of like it. And again, it's always juiced over. It's crazy. So I would definitely go and look at playing this in a regular book. If you can get plus money, definitely take that under at 18.5 points. But the one I'm really talking about here, again, I was looking at this, is I think I'm going to go Andrew Wiggins, and I think I'm going to go the over here. Even though I think Boston comes out strong, I still think it's going to be somewhat of a competitive game. And Wiggins, the juice on this on the over is minus 125 to minus 130. And I just think that Wiggins is going to get it done. He's played Boston 3 times this year, put up 27 on December 17th, 20 in game 1, and only 11 in game 2, but he only shot 4 for 12, only played 31 minutes. We should see closer to 38 to 40 if it's a competitive game here. So he's going to get his shots. He's going to get double digits. I think he's going to get 15 to 17 shots here. 15.5. He's been cutting in that lane a ton. He's been aggressive. And I just think this is a game that we can see him hitting the over. He's the only one that I really like on the over for points for Golden State. Steph at 28.5. I would even look at taking the under on that one just because of the way I think the game is going to go. It's not juiced either way. It's right there. But, he put 34 up in game 1 and 29 up in game 2. Put up 25 and 21 shots. I'm just going to stay away because Steph could always get there. I prefer just taking the Wiggins play. But either one of them are okay. So with that, again, here, Superdraft, if you do not have an account, man, use that promo code ARMY, get that 100% deposit match. And again, if you are a new Superdraft account holder, you are eligible for that free month of DFSArmy VIP membership, which gets access to our player prop tools for all sites, not just Superdraft. So sign up. See you guys on the flip side. Deuces.